buddy Joel Kramer sent me a text a few days ago, and he was stumbled across. I don't know, Joel. He stumbles over a lot of things, but he's mostly girlfriends. But he stumbled across a this theory. I think it was on Wikipedia that there might be a viral video origin to the Camtono. Jim, refresh the memories of our listeners of what the Camtono is, because I was brand new to it when I saw The Mandalorian. I hadn't heard of it before.
Yeah, me too. I had to look it up. It's like, Camtono, what is that? Well, it turns out it's the device that Willrow Hood is seen running through Cloud City with when Lando Calrissian makes the evacuation notice. Most people have misinterpreted the Camtono for being an ice cream maker, a machine that produces ice cream, delicious, cool, refreshing treats. But no, in the Star Wars universe, it's something vastly different. It's a high-security portable safe that can be used to hold valuables or even spice, which is a drug in the Star Wars universe.
So he was not an ice cream guy at all. He was like a banker.
He could have been. I mean, there could have been any number of things in there. There could have been a rocket-firing Boba Fett in that thing, for all we know. It's something valuable for sure. But so that device has now appeared in The Mandalorian. Spoiler alert. And, I should say we were trying to respect all of the spoiler alerts for our UK friends, but mainstream media has picked up on The Mandalorian. It's such a big hit. We can't be regional. We have to be talking about the news here that happens in the Star Wars universe. So while we are talking about things like Baby Yoda and the Camtono, it doesn't mean we're going to be revealing major plot threads and revelations.
Yeah, we're not going to be. Yeah, we're not going to be discussing the show like and analyzing the show on Rebel Force Radio. That's what the Mandalorian After Show is
right.
for. Yeah.
And interestingly enough, I've heard from many UK listeners who are so upset that they can't see the show, they need the RFR Mandalorian After Show to stay connected to what's going on.
Oh, wow. So that's a lot of responsibility.
That is a lot. That is a lot. So all I can say is BitTorrent is your friend, folks in the UK.
Right.
Start doing research on how to download those FLAC files, and we'll be in business.
Did I just hear Jimmy Mack say FLAC file?
Hey, man, I'm an underground audio recording collector going back to the earliest days of FLAC files. So
that's true.
I'm no stranger to the BitTorrent scene. Trust me on that. I mean,
long before it did any video stuff, it was all about the audio and
so
pirating albums and
back to Camtono. All right.
Camtono.
And I think you can listen to this if you're not familiar with the show, because you certainly are familiar with that ice cream maker machine that Willrow Hood was running around Cloud City with. And so that now has, there's our actual rundown. Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, a little behind the scenes.
I thought we were on Willrow Hood there.
There he is. There.
I thought we were on Willrow. Yeah.
So
we need a producer.
Next thing you know, my social security number and a full nude will be popping up. That's what Jason has on his computer. All right, Camtono. Okay, so now this little device that Willrow's running around with actually has a name, and you hear it in a couple episodes of The Mandalorian. We have a little montage of some Camtono shout-outs going on.
Do we really?
And yeah. It might be a late addition to the folder.
Oh, I got it. Here we go.
Yes.
This is only a down payment. I have a Camtono of Beskar waiting for you upon delivery of the asset.
Mando, enjoy your rewards.
buy a Camtono of spice.
Oh, I like Carl Weathers' Camtono.
Camtono.
He's kind of filling that Billy D role of going the other way on the pronunciation. Oh, you're going to say Han? I'm going to say Han.
I gave Han a Camtono of spice because I want him to get a little higher, just a little higher. So now it has a name.
It's got a name.
And Joel Kramer told us that there might be a fun little origin to the word. There's a viral video, and it's floated around on YouTube and other places, of this little girl who's getting she's a toddler. She has to be 2 years old and just learning how to talk. And she's getting buckled into her car seat by her dad. And apparently before a video rolled, Dad said, "Hey, do you want to go get some ice cream?" And the little girl, she responded, and her response sounds very similar to this Camtono that we get in The Mandalorian. And so we're thinking, ice cream making machine, Camtono? Could this be the origin of the term? So we have a little clip here of this girl who's, she's just about as cute as Baby Yoda, let me tell you. And here she is talking with her dad about making an ice cream run and cracking him up and potentially inventing a brand new Star Wars term in the process.
Say, I love ice cream.
Camtono.
Say, I want ice cream.
Camtono.
Camtono. Say, Delta, eat ice cream.
Camtono.
What the heck are you saying? Say, ice cream.
Game.
Say, I want ice cream.
Camtono.
It's fantastic.
She can say ice.
Right.
She can say cream. But putting them together somehow elicits the response of Camtono.
Well, it reminds me of the old Family Guy bit, the Cool Whip.
Or Will Wheaton.
Or Will Wheaton. Yeah, exactly. Cool Whip. Say cool.
So,
cool. Whip.
Could it be
Now,
possible that while looking for inspiration for the name to eventually give to this device that Willrow Hood is seen holding, maybe Jon Favreau was combing YouTube and just put in ice cream just to see? Maybe he was researching like the way ice cream is said in other languages and maybe looking for some sort of word that he can use to twist around and create a term for this Willrow Hood thing that he was going to include in The Mandalorian. And he somehow stumbled upon this little girl. I guess her name is Delta, from what we could hear her dad or caretaker say. And maybe Favreau himself stumbled across that video, and after he pulled himself up off the floor from laughing so hard, he said, "I know what we're going to call that safe."
That would be great. That would be great. Well, maybe we'll get some clarification, but big thanks to Kramer for tipping us off on that. That was very, very cool to know the origins. And Jim, this is not unusual for Star Wars, because we know that George Lucas himself used to name certain things in the Star Wars universe, particularly during the prequel era, after some of the baby talk gibberish that his son Jet was spouting at that time.
Mm-hmm. Gungan, I believe, was a Jet Lucas toddler term.
Mm-hmm.
And we all know that when Billy Mack was a toddler, somehow Batman became Mott D in his little head. Mott D.
Huh.
Yeah. I told Billy I brought this up on the show. I can't remember if it was this show or maybe one of the Patreon exclusive shows like RFR Rush Hour, but I did bring this up to Billy, and he said, "Oh, yeah, you should have brought up the Evil Knievel one." I said, "What was that?" He goes, "I used to call him Eno Nino."
Oh.
I said, "Well, that makes a little more sense. I mean, a little kid would hear Evil Knievel and say Eno Nino, but Batman into Mott D? That's a particular sort of insanity that's Billy Mack's special right there.
Nino. Was that Mork and Mindy?
Yeah, it does sound very Orkin in nature.
I think that's probably where young Billy got it back in the late 70s. Well, that was very, very cool. Something else that's very cool is
Billy Mack certainly was not a toddler in the late 70s, sir.
Oh.
Say, I want ice cream.
Camtono.